Point 2. Georgia's beginnings. About 12,000 years ago, the first inhabitants of the USA were Paleo-Indians. They were nomads who followed herds of animals for food and foraged in bushes for extra food. Then they evolved into archaic Indians who improved their hunting but continued to gather and move around. Then they became woodland Indians who came with much more advanced tools and stayed near rivers and streams. Finally, they became the Mississippian Indians, which were very advanced. They hunted for small animals such as bunnies, and they were horticulturalists, which means they grew their own food. They grew corn, squash, and beans, and they had very advanced tools such as a bow and arrow to hunt. They lived in one-room wattle and daub apartments, and they lived in mound towns. They buried their loved ones with belongings, which means they believed in afterlife. They also lived in chiefdoms, which means they lived with one chief who controlled everyone. Eventually, the Spanish came. The Spanish were looking for God, gold, and glory. The British came because they were looking to colonize, and the French came for the fur trade. One of the biggest impacts was the Spanish missions because they were trying to spread Catholicism to the Native Americans, but they ended up killing most of them with deadly diseases. Hernando de Soto was a conquistador who came and ventured throughout. He murdered many of Indians and killed them with many deadly diseases. His mission ended when he died on the Mississippi River.